Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mariana Ulfah Hoesny. I'm from Politeknik Negeri Malang. I teach English in Electronic Engineering Study Program. My presentations in IFICOL 2021 is entitled Video Project to Improve Speaking Performance in Job Interview Class. So the background is today in the 4.0 era, the emphasis of learning English is on producing the language. That's why we have to provide a meaningful context for students to practice their English. And project-based learning is the right method or strategy that can accommodate this need. Some studies on project-based learning have demonstrated encouraging results, such as in Katanon, Ayu Sukerti, and Musa. The researchers all said that project-based learning is a very good strategy to be implemented in language learning, since it provides a real world problems and makes students do not realize that they study. Instead, students feel that they are practicing their language. And then PGBL not only developing language ability, but it also develops student problem solving skill, critical thinking skill, time management, and interpersonal skills. All of this skill is required in 4.0 industrial revolution era. So the statement of the problem of my research is how project-based language learning video how is project-based language learning implemented in English for job interview class? So the end product here is video, and it is done in English for job interview class. And then I also test what is the level of student speaking performance before and after project-based learning was implemented. Because of the time limitation, so I focus only on pronunciation and intonation. Okay, now the literature that I use here is project-based learning, and then I specify it into project-based language learning, a theory proposed by Stoller in 2002. So the difference between PGBL and PGBLL, language learning, yeah. In project-based language learning, there are two or three steps that is aimed specifically to the development of the language. So, for example, after a discussion in the first stage, for example, then there is a second stage in which it is collecting information related with the end product. Then after that, there is a step in which facilitators, or in this case, teacher, provide students with the language that is needed for the next step. For example, if the next step is doing the presentation, it means facilitators will, let's say, supply students with those languages or phrases that targeting the next step. Okay, and I think it is specific. Okay, really targeted right to the language learning. And after that, I also review some speaking performance, including the research and what is speaking performance, how it is measured, and then what are the aspects, okay, and then online learning and the sources. Because here in this research, I involve a lot of online learning applications as let's say supports. Yeah, it is done in the pandemic era. So I use online learning platform, I use Zoom meeting, and then I use Canva application and video editor. And because of the end project is video, actually it must be uploaded in YouTube, but unfortunately, because the time is really limited, so we cannot upload it in YouTube. Students just upload it in Google Classroom. And the methodology, so here it is a case study research. So I show how PGBL was implemented, what are the obstacles, what are the benefits, and then the second I explain the students' level of speaking performance in terms of pronunciations and intonation. And I use rubrics, speaking rubrics and speaking tests, and both are focused on intonation and pronunciations. So here are the results and findings. So yes, I adopted here 9 steps from Stoller, but I try to make it shorten, because of the time and the target in English 4 are so many, so I make it more shorter. And then in terms of score, there is an increase in score average. So I did a pretest at the beginning of the class. The average score was 77, and after PGBL with video project was implemented, the average score increased to 82. And then based on TOEIC speaking rubric, there is an improve in level. So in the pretest, most of students were in level 3. So as you know, that TOEIC speaking rubric has 8 level. 1 is the lowest and 8 is the highest. And at first, students mostly were in level 3, and after the implementation of the project, they improved to level 4 until level 5. Okay, I think it's good enough for vocational students, and because we don't have really much hour for English subject, it's only 2 hours in a week. And then here are some students' videos. At the pretest, I think some students were really in terms of pronunciation, I can say it's very bad, worse. Okay, and after the treatment, with project-based learning, there are of course some improvement in terms of pronunciation and intonations, of course. Actually I have 12 students videos. But in here I just posted some of their screenshots here. Okay, I think it's all. Thank you very much, and thank you for paying attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.